Good evening, everybody. Hello, how are you all doing? I hope you're all well, having a good week. We're almost to the weekend, Friday Eve, as they say. Just trying to get my telemetry windows loaded. Bear with me 1 second. Hello, Chizzy. Thank you for dropping back. Always nice to see new faces. How are you doing? Right, 1 second. There we go. Okie dokie. So F1 tonight, F1 Thursdays. First three tracks, as I said earlier in the chat, are Japan, Austria and Saudi Arabia. As usual, these are the three ranked circuits for this week. So get yourself in if you fancy. Vroom vroom, or in my case, just the one vroom, Chizzy, because I'm not very fast. We got three people in already. Welcoming, well, three including me. Welcoming Claudio and Mars. We had a decent race in Spa in SDRL on Monday. If you're interested in F1 League Racing, !SDRL in the chat. We'll get you the Discord server invite link. Come join us. Some good racing. If you're slow, you can even race with me at the back. I think I'm right in saying I had an entire race without a single spin, which is almost unheard of for me. Still finished 15th or 16th or something, but, you know, at least. Oh, and I see Claudio. I thought you were with us the other week. Maybe not. Maybe I'm imagining that. But anyway, let's ready up for the first track. I often find that once the lobbies get going, people do seem to join. I don't know whether that's EA not publicising them in the lobby list until a race is actually happening, or what. I predict a Mars win here in Japan, with a marginally close fight between myself and Claudio for second place. But I do predict a podium finish for myself. Oh, okay, sorry, Chewy. I will get that to you now. Oh, have I got the wrong cars? That's annoying if I have. Evening, Luca. Evening, Verstappen. You'll be joining in a bit. Let's have a look at the setup. Mind you, none of it's changed, has it? So, well, we have got two old cars. All right. Well, I'll sort that out for the second race. I think that at least means I should still have all my old setups for Japan. Apologies for that. I assumed, silly me, that when I loaded my game save, it would load the settings I asked for. Obviously not. I just loaded my Sim Racing Center setup. If you're interested in setups, !SRC in the chat. Oh yeah, let me get that invite to you. I have done Mars many times, so yeah, I don't know what I need to do. See if I can remember how to drive the 25 cars. Oh, understeer. There we go. Unsurprisingly, I'm already down to last. If I keep driving like that, it's no surprise. Yeah. Okay. Change gear, please. Why aren't my gear changes working? Okay, now they are. So much for my close fight with Claudio. Oh, for fuck's sake. Tell you what I will do, I'll get that invite out to Chewy, seeing as how I'm not really involved in this race. There you go, Chewy. Don't like communicating with online services in the middle of a race. Thank you for the sub, Chewy, that's much appreciated. I'll blame you for that corner. Mars' fastest lap, a mere 9 seconds quicker than mine. It's tempting Verstappen. Box for a new driver, I think. Evening, Corn. How are you doing? Evening, Keegan. Hope you're doing well. Do you really think so? I'm 6 seconds down on it at the moment. Only 2 seconds down now. I'm not sure that's how things work, but thank you, Verstappen, for your confidence.
Is that the checkered flag? I didn't see it.
Being within 2 seconds of Mars is a fair achievement for me. It's about where I would expect to be. Yeah, 1:28.8 for Mars actually, so 2.5 seconds. Right, well, we'll call that a practice because I was in the wrong cars. Lipstick. We'll get that sorted. Oh, well done, Mars. Clean sweep. Yes, a race to forget that one was. Just goes to show how different the 26 cars are to the 25 cars, I guess. Right, so next track is Austria, followed by Saudi Arabia. We're taking track requests, so if there's a track you would like us to see, or you would like to see rather, feel free to ask. You don't have to be in the lobby racing with us. Spectators are more than welcome to choose a track as well. One track per person, please, and not one that's already on the list. As I say, they are Japan, Austria, and Saudi Arabia. How do I have so much hair? This is, what you mean, because I'm so old? What can I say? It's a wig. Yeah, it's a wig. Couldn't possibly appear. Invite Luca. Okie dokie. Guitar. Okay, I will add that now. I will then get an invite to Luca. So let's try that again. F1 26. It says 26 down in, and just for you, Mars, I will go back to save and load settings. I will select save, accept. Brazil sounds good. If if we do get enough people later for a longer race, people we trust, then I may well run that at Brazil. I don't do longer races in open lobbies. I've been bitten by that before in the past. So if you fancy doing a longer race, get yourself in, prove that you are clean. I don't care how quick you are. I don't care if you make the odd mistake. Mainly that you don't deliberately take people off straight line corners, weave down the straights, all the usual bullshit that open lobby drivers do. Have you got a nice word to say about anyone, Corey? Go on, give it a go. Changes your whole outlook on life. Oh, for fuck's sake. Right, so we'll save that again. Yes. Don't particularly want maximum players 22 as well. Let's have it as 24. Oh, it is 24. Oh, well done, EA. Look, it says 24 there. But if I go and save it, it says maximum players 22. GG's, EA. GG's. Right then, let's get going. Reset the points. Apologies for that, Mars. It's also a bad thing for me because I at least got points for third place in that race. That's probably the most points I would have scored all night. So let's see how things go in the upcoming races. Did I add in the tracks? I did, didn't I? Qatar and Brazil. Yes. What, because we were paying F125 cars? Yeah, quite possibly. Stupid game. Right, so where are we off to? Japan? No, we're not going to Japan. We've just done... Oh, we'll do Japan again. Why not? We'll do it in the right cars this time. As I said earlier, I use Sim Racing Centre setups, !SRC in the chat. We'll get you an affiliate link, which helps to support the channel. Please use that if you can. As well as a discount code that'll get you 10% off anything you buy from them. They do setups for all the major racing games. They'll do lap analysis, track guides, strategies. And if you're really serious, you can go for training sessions and even they'll race engineer you. Do check them out. I can wholeheartedly recommend them. The only thing I would say is don't read too much into the quality of their setups based on how I drive them, because I'm rubbish. As the game knows, because it's starting me down in P13. Right, let's give this another go. Oh, and I'm in an Aston, because I forgot to choose my car after resetting the lobby. Well, it's going so well tonight. GP2 engine. All the gremlins tonight. At least my old microphone stand seems to be working. Thank you. Yep, thank you. Oops. Bit too much curb at Degna 1 there. Alright, see if we can at least catch up to this. I think I've overheated my rears a little. Orange satire being a bit dodgy me. He did pull in front of me then, didn't he, to try and block. Oh, my P7, Jesus. There's only 12 running. Get to within 2 seconds of this guy and not get a time penalty myself. I'll get B6. Who was that? Orange satire, okay, you can go. You should have done F125 races with us, Luca. That would have really helped. Well done, Mars. Jamex, most overtakes. All right, we'll get rid of him then. And Orange Satire as well. I'm amazed I managed to get 6th there. I was down in dead last. First lap. Bumping and boring in the first corner. Oh, well, lots of people leaving, so... okay, lobby's open, Verstappen. So dive in when you're ready. Yeah, we've gone from almost a full lobby to 3, 6 to 10 people left. So I'm sure most of them won't be missed. Tune the car to match the track and your personal driving style to maximise performance. If only it was that easy, game. Thank you. So, Orange Satire can go. Who else? Jamex, wasn't it? We'll just have to see. Verstappen, you join as and when. The Italian Alpine driver. There's no Alpine drivers left, so they've already all left as well. Look at that, 8 points in the first race. Woohoo! So we're off to Austria next. Let's show you the circuit while we wait. I like Austria. The first place I ever set fastest lap in SDRL for all of about 30 seconds. Absolutely caught. You know me. We're doing Austria, then Saudi, and we've got Brazil and what else did we put in? Qatar. We just did that. Pay attention. Where have you been? That was literally the track we were driving around, Corn. EG3. I'm not getting that accurate acronym, sorry. Oh, I see. No, funnily enough. Kota. Not sure I'll get it in time. It will be there. Mo, filter on European lobbies, filter on very short races. The next track is Austria. I'm assuming it's appearing in the lobby list because a lot of these people have not been invited by me. Are you in yet, Verstappen? I'm just trying to spot you. You've changed your name, haven't you? Oh, yeah, there you are, JB. That's you, isn't it? I think. Are we still friends? Looks like. Well, it's muted here, so it's down to you to mute him. There's a mute all option at the bottom usually. I don't think I can do anything that affects whose radio you hear or whose microphone you hear. I think it's simplest just to mute everybody's microphones. I have no desire to listen to what people have to say in an open lobby. Thank you very much. I'm sure it's all sorts of garbage. Should probably do it one day just to hear what kind of things people are saying. I'm guessing that that's not the kind of thing the average open lobby player says during a race, during a 5-lap open lobby race. I'm happy to be proved wrong. Call me a cynic. But I very much doubt it, Verstappen. So off to Austria. Where we start in P11. Perfect place for all the carnage in turn 1. You certainly do, Mo. That's the cars we're using. Off to where tomorrow, Keegan? Sorry, Luca. Misjudged that a little. Sorry, Claudio. Let's battle with Claudio. Verstappen getting in on the action. Where's he gone?
Sì, ragazzi! Bravi tutti!
Turkey, yeah, I couldn't quite see the flag. It's all the way over there in my OBS screen. Nice, hope you enjoy that. I'm off to Northern Ireland next week. Oh, we got 10th. Not entirely sure how. Well done, Mars. Fastest lap, Callum, though, who also won the race. 105.3 for Callum. Wow. 1.1 seconds quicker than Mars. Jesus. We got a ringer. 109.4. A mere 3 seconds slower than Mars. 4 seconds slower than Callum. I was in battles for a lot of that race, in fairness. Unlucky, Chewy. Thank you for the follow, Mo. Much appreciated. Welcome aboard. It's good to have you with us. Hope you managed to find the lobby. Where are we off to next? Saudi Arabia, wasn't it? I think. I like this track. Good stuff. Excellent. Glad to hear it. Let's hope it's all you hope for. You were in last week, weren't you, Verstappen? Thought you were. Maybe you're not. Maybe you weren't. What happened to you on the last lap? You came past week before, was it? Okay. Yeah, on the last lap, you came into the battle me and Claudio were having, then disappeared in the double left-hander. You have a bit of a spin. Gearbox issues. Ah, yeah, Max's old favourite. So we are indeed off to Saudi next. Look at me. In the top 10, 9 points. Woohoo! Mars out in the lead, but if Callum keeps up that kind of pace, then I suspect that won't last long. No worries, Mo. All I ask is that you're not deliberately dirty. Do your best to stay out of trouble. Who are you in the lobby, just so we know? Momnif. Okay, well, welcome in. Best of luck. Like I say, I don't care how fast or slow you are. I don't care if you make mistakes. The only thing I care about is that you're not weaving down the straights to stop people overtaking you, deliberately putting people in the walls while they try and overtake you, that sort of thing. Yeah. People like that don't last long in my lobbies, so do your best. And I wouldn't worry about being slow. You can always race me. It's something. It is in Wreckfest, perhaps, but this is the wrong game for that. Off to Saudi. I like it as well. We did an SDRL race. We're only on round 2 with a pre-season race, and I've already forgotten which way round the first 2 races were and what the other track was. I know we did Saudi. Spa was the second race. Ooh, starting P2. This is chance for it all to go horribly wrong. Where was the pre-season race? Was that Austria? I've completely forgotten, you know. God, getting old. Who's that in pole? Mr. Milou. Oh, that went well. Thank you, whoever that was. Okay, see if we can get Jack Fox and maybe go in front of him. That deliberate from Jack Fox, do you think, on the guy in front of him? Certainly looked it to me. Nice try, Jack. It's going to be close.
I didn't see it.
Who's got the most battery? Me, just. Welcome to Open Lobbies, Verstappen. Are you surprised? It was a nice little battle through the last corner, Keegan. Enjoyed that. Oh, okay. Seems unusual. Usually the fast guys are tend to be clean because they don't need to be dirty, but 130.9 for Callum, 134.0 for me, so a good 3 seconds. Yeah, fair enough. Did anyone else come across Jack Fox? Did they think he was deliberately hitting people? It was a bit hard to tell. He seemed to put the guy ahead of me into the wall, and then straight line turn one on, I think, the last lap, presumably trying to take people out. We are off to somewhere, Qatar next, I think. If you got any requests for tracks, do let us know. We have Brazil and Kota coming up. Ask in the chat if you'd like to request a track. You don't have to be racing with us. If you're just an interested spectator, you're more than welcome. We have got an ad break incoming in 30 seconds or so, but hopefully it'll be over before the race gets going. So let's just have a look at tracks. Qatar, Brazil and Texas is Qatar. Slightly muted in the game, unfortunately, because of the way the battery management works. The trick, Mo, is basically charge your battery through any twisty bits. So set your battery mode to none, your deploy mode to none in the twisty bits. Set it to medium on straight bits and boost to accelerate out of corners and down long straights. That's essentially it, really. It does take a lot of getting used to. It's added a lot to the game. Some people don't think it's F1, but, it is what it is. Sorry, Mo. I will say it all again. Okay, so first of all, there's lots of good YouTube tips. God, I've forgotten his name. Brandon Lee has done several videos on the subject. Essentially, what I do is set the deploy mode to none in any twisty corners, set it to medium on the straights, and boost as you come out of the corners onto the straights. It's all about having battery available coming out of corners into straights. So you want to use the slower corners to charge your battery up. Yes. I've been using them as well, Mars. That's a good shout. Starting P21 in Qatar. Well, this isn't going to be fun. I wouldn't claim to be an expert, Mo, but if you want to sit out a race as a spectator and watch what I do, that might give you an idea of how I approach it. I always have the RS deploy mode showing in the bottom right hand corner. Oh, that wasn't you, Verstappen. Carnage up ahead. Oops. Sorry, whoever that was. I suspect I had some hand in you going off there due to me having a bit of a tank slapper coming out that slow left-hander. Sorry, Mom Niff, that was my fault. I've had some nice battles despite being down the back. Been quite good fun. Thank you, Verstappen. Saw you come in there. Didn't think you would actually go for it, but thank you for giving the place back. I enjoyed that. Well done, everyone who raced around me. Oh, nicely done. I did enjoy that, despite being at the back. It was all very clean racing. The rest was disgusting. Fair enough. Oh, I locked wheels with somebody on, I think it may have been the first lap. You were around me, but it did push me right back to the back of the field. Fair enough. I'd have to check what the Sim Racing Centre setup is for that circuit. Almost certainly not full, but... So fastest lap 1:24.0, mine a 1:26.5. So again, 2.5 seconds down on the decent pace. Almost identical to your fastest lap, Verstappen, slightly quicker, but we were in the same race, so I guess we were constrained to the same pace. But yeah, I enjoyed that race. I don't think I did really, apart from that one right at the beginning that pushed me right down to the back. It was generally pretty clean, I thought. Most of the people I was racing with. You did several. The one into the slow left-hander, the one where you gave me the place back. I saw you coming. I didn't think you'd actually go for it. Your controller keeps dying at the start of the race. Unlucky, Claudio. So we have Brazil and then Kota in the track list. Let me just show you. Yes, I did comment. It was very good of you to give the place back. I wouldn't have complained if you hadn't. That was racing. It wasn't, it wasn't like you. It wasn't like you came from 3.5 miles back, storming up the inside with all 4 wheels locked. It was a lunge, as you say, but it was, pretty much fair. I don't think I'd have complained about it in a race, in a league race. I'm sure if you start handing money out, Verstappen, then people would oblige. No, it was much cleaner than that, Mars. I was a little surprised. Was my penalty for the one down into Eau Rouge? I was a little surprised about that, but hey, I still finished ahead of Josh, so I'm not gonna complain. I thought his overtake was very optimistic. I just took the race in line. I didn't expect him to be alongside me for that, but yeah, fair enough. It was the fact that he was doing it with 9 seconds worth of penalties and as my teammate that really got me goat up. Where are we now? Anyone? Brazil. Better get me setup loaded. This is the next SDRL race coming up on Monday. So it'll be interesting to give this a go. Starting in P7, so I'll be facing the wrong way in turn 1, almost certainly. I thought I would get a penalty for the one on the run down to the bus stop chicane. That was the one I was expecting the penalty for. Yep, facing the wrong way. I was wrong though, turn 2. Oops, you can't see this, sorry. Dead last. Whoa, carnage. D. Carter, was that deliberate? Well, that definitely was from Sword Slash, so he's going. Oh, for fuck's sake. That was B. Carter again, wasn't it? Alright, both of them can go, I think. I don't even know we'll take the bloody AI.
flag? I didn't see it.
Well, that was a shit show. 2 drivers to kick. Although Sword / May already have gone.
You are awesome.
Thanks, Zach. I'm awesome for coming 14th. Unlucky Verstappen. E. Carter, anything to say for yourself before I kick you? Yeah, it's unfortunately it's the way probably 30 to 40% of the players are, Mo. If we do longer races, they will be invite only and people I trust to be clean. But we need 6 or 7 people, I would suggest, for that. Anyone interested in longer races a bit later? Let me know in the chat if you are. I would hope Chewy, Luca, Mars, Mo, Claudio, me. So that would be 6 if all of them agreed. Verstappen, you'd be welcome as well if you wanted. That would get us 7. Probably be Brazil. Okay, fair enough. It'd probably be Brazil. It won't be 50%, but at least it will give us some practice for next Monday. Yeah, that's where SDRL is on Monday. I need all the help I can get and all the practice I can get. Yes, exactly. So Texas, I think, is our last track. So unless someone suggests one before the countdown starts, I will be choosing one. Mo, have you chosen a track? Anywhere you particularly like to drive? Not one we've done already, ideally. There are the tracks we've done. Spa Luca, I approve. Okay, that saves me adding my choice. Hungary, Mars. Interesting. I enjoy Hungary. Not a classically good track, but I do enjoy driving it. Not a fan then, Luca. Ooh, Singapore, Chewy. I don't know why, but it's almost impossible to run out of battery in Singapore. I think you could. I think you could run the whole of Singapore in boost mode and still not run out of battery. You might not make it round every corner, but Alec Gillen did a video on how he runs ERS, and when the game first came out, he just left it in boost and used his throttle to control whether he was deploying or not. Ah, you're that, Mo, are you? Well, welcome in, Mo. It's good to have you here with us. SDRL is still going. Okay, I don't need to tell you that Mars is our new glorious leader then. Cert fell out of love with the F1 game last season and called it quits. We were originally rebranding as BKRL, Berkey and Kilser, but for some reason they decided not to proceed, and Mars took over, put his name above the door, and the season started a couple of weeks ago. Sir Dogan, the guy who ran SDRL, or the guy whose name sadly not. It's still back down to a single tier. I would love it if we could get 2 tiers again and I could run in the slow tier. I might at least have a half chance of scoring some points. Kota. Depends on where you are in. It's earlier now. It's 8:30 UK time. It used to be like 9 or 10, I think, didn't it? So depending on where you are, that may well be a more appropriate time slot for you. 8:30 UK currently. Starting P20. To get a good view of the carnage up into Big Red. Yep, thank you, whoever that was. Oh, bit of a tap. Sorry, Mike. I kind of took you with me then. All right, you can go. I did have my worries about you. Showtime EVQN. Nice try. No, funnily enough, Verstappen. I think it would gain me 1,000 viewers. MRNIT has 19 seconds worth of penalties somehow, and is still in the race. He's just been disqualified, I think. Oops. I haven't heard of Auditing Britain, and he probably gets plenty of views because he has charisma and something to say. Like me.
Sì, ragazzi! Bravi tutti!
Well, that was a shitty race, wasn't it, really? What did he do, Mars? Now, play nice. Cleanest driver. I'll take that. 34.9 fastest lap. 39.8. Yeah, I was battling down the back with someone who refused to let anyone past, so they're about to get kicked. If you class good at defending as rammed me into the wall when I came alongside and then took themselves out because I lifted when he tried to ram me into the wall and he put himself into the wall instead. Okay, I'll get rid of Semo then, Mars. Aaron IT, who had 19 seconds worth of penalties at one point, has left. So no great loss there, I don't suppose. Yes, some people think that's acceptable, Chewy, yeah. Well, you know, it might be to them. They don't last long in my lobbies. Bye, Showtime. Yeah, if we were playing a NASCAR game, then that might well be acceptable. Okay. Is it? Okay. Well, as demonstrated by one Max Verstappen, perhaps. Controversial. So we're off to Belgium next. Absolutely, Chewy. Don't know what that emoticon is. Boots Rage. Verstappen, one of your own finest. What are your thoughts? I think I may have asked you this last time you were in. What are your thoughts on the new regs in F1 Verstappen? Are you pro, against, bit in the middle? I think the physical changes to the car in terms of dimensions and things have made a huge difference. The way the cars can follow each other through corners now is much better. Oh, good. Poor old boots. Yeah, I mean they're a little bit artificial. The yo-yo racing, but the rest of it, the fact, like I say, that they can follow each other so close now, does at least promote some racing. I think as a purist, yes, you know, I would perhaps rather not have all this battery management malarkey. But to some respects, it's making it relevant to the real world. Less clipping. You mean what? Give them more charge, or? Belgium, man, Belgium. Starting P16. Had break incoming just as the race starts. Unfortunate. Do apologise. Yeah, well, that's the trouble, isn't it? I mean, you can't give them an infinite battery. So, once you introduce some electrical aspect to the power system, it has to have a finite charge. I don't think the rate of recharge is the issue. You can recharge it very quickly if you do it strategically. B. Carter, I meant to kick him. You and Josh. Fair enough for Verstappen. I'm not sure, Josh. Lobby's open. Get yourself in if you can. Oh, fuck off. B. Carter is definitely going. Remind me at the end of this, please. Nice try, Carter, but with no damage, brake testing someone's not really going to have the desired effect. Bop. Yeah, what's BOP? I don't know what that is. I don't follow it. What does that entail? Ah, right, okay, yeah. You used to do the same sort of thing in touring cars. That sounds very artificial as well, though, so... Alright, I'll get rid of him then. Not sure I have any strong opinion. Yeah. It is a problem when cars race to a certain set of regulations. Everyone pretty much ends up similar pace, so overtaking becomes very difficult. Fair enough. It's hard to say, but aren't they due an engine upgrade as well soon? Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh, fuck's sake.
Is that the checkered flag? I didn't see it.
Jimmy Hannon can go as well then.
You are awesome.
Thanks, Zach. Oh, I got 10th somehow. Okie dokie, Luca. There's loads of people getting kicked. Be an empty lobby after this. Cleanest driver, Mars. Oh, well done, Chewy. 46.4. What did I do? A 49.0. Yeah, 2.5 seconds. So it's about right for me. Claudio's left. It's a shame. So remind me who you want kicking in the chat. I can see Blong and Jaden. Most of the people I was going to kick are have already gone. Did someone say SL POC X? Do let me know. So Hungary is next, followed by Singapore. Headshot. I like driving Hungary. It's a tricky one to overtake on. A technical track though. Okay. Off to Hungary then. So answers in the chat. Who would be up for a longer race after Singapore? Oh, are they not, Mars? You would hope so, wouldn't you? It's whether they effectively abandon this DLC or not. Okay. So that's me and Verstappen. Mars, you up for a longer one? What about Luca, Mo? Josh has just joined. I think Claudio left, which is a shame. I would have quite liked to have him in with us. I've forgotten what the... Is it 25, 25 then 50? So probably 25. I'd do Singapore afterwards, Mars, and then we would do the long one. If not, we can just carry on with open carnage. Open lobbies. P21. Is this the game predicting my finishing position? Has it finally worked out where I should qualify? I didn't think I had it on realistic. Let's see if I can keep up with you then, Verstappen. We had fun at Qatar. Was it Qatar we had that? Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Yeah, Qatar is my circuit, though. It's probably the one I'm best at. Jesus. Oh, for fuck's sake. Thank you. Well, that was a shit show, wasn't it? Lando Norris line. Yeah, got take it out. Taken out twice in the first lap there for 3 or 4 corners. It certainly was. Take it easy, Mars. See you soon. Thanks for dropping by as ever. All right, I think we'll give it a miss for the longer race. So anyone want to request some tracks after Singapore? You've already had a request. Feel free to ask for another one. I said another one, Verstappen fan. Which one of them would you prefer? Vegas. I'll make it so, Verstappen. Silverstone, then Vegas. Vegas is a relatively nasty track for the battery regs. Oops. Excuse me. Tracks. I guess most of it is twisty apart from the long back straight, isn't it? Yeah, Silverstone is kind of my track. So I think I've got a decent battery strategy for it. Let's see how Singapore goes. Oh, let's show you the circuit. That's Singapore, isn't it? Question is, are they going to add Malaysia to F126? That'll have took them by surprise. There's talk of going to Imola as well at the end of the season, potentially. That'll be an interesting race in like November or December. P7. This could be fun. Whoa, shit. What happened then? Oh, fucking hell, AD. Sorry, Verstappen. That's what you get for driving behind me. Oh, usual cheeky. How you doing? How's your week been? One of them. Nice. I saw this new DLC just come out for that, or coming. I think it was in an email newsletter I get. I can't remember where it was. Somewhere like Ohio. Oh, Verstappen goes round.
I can't speak! I can't speak!
Yep, another shit show. I honestly can't remember where the email newsletter said. .130.7 and I did a 135.5. Yeah, I'm so quick at Singapore. I think I'm just not using enough battery. I'm still in battery save mode, but it's almost impossible to run out at Singapore. Where are we off to next? Was it Silverstone? Then what did Luca request? I've forgotten. Could have been Indiana. Have I picked up any of the Lego F1 stuff? Vegas, that was it, Luca. Not really Verstappen. I was bought a McLaren and a Ferrari little model for Father's Day last year. But I'm not a huge Lego person. We haven't got the room for a start. Do you want to pick a track, Cheeky? We've done quite a lot, so there's the tracks we've done. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Japan, Austria, Saudi, Qatar, Brazil, Texas, Belgium, Hungary, Singapore, and we're about to do Silverstone and Vegas. Please let me have a decent race in Silverstone. One decent race of the night. Woohoo! Yeah, 3 more. 21 points in what? 9 races? 10 races? 9 races. Yeah, neither of us have got a great average there. That's fair. You did start late and you also sat a couple out as well. So, yes. The people outscoring me should not be a surprise to anyone who watches these streams. Yeah, me too. I'd have been a podium virtually every race otherwise, obviously. But, you know, what can you do? It's open lobbies. Yeah, the highest I can remember was a P7. I started P2 somewhere. Where did I start P2? I can't remember. Right, off to Silverstone. Shouldn't need to show the track map, but there it is. P16. But of course. Then he picked a reverse setup. You'll be ahead of me by the Wellington Straight, I predict, for Verstappen. I'll have got spun round in turn 1. Well, turn 3, the first turn that actually... In fact, probably turn 1. Jesus. Oh, for fuck's sake. You're on the verge of getting yourself kicked, Josh. You're on the verge of getting kicked yourself, Josh, to be honest. Doesn't matter.
Sì, ragazzi! Bravi tutti!
Like I say, it's no excuse, Josh. I'll take a P7. Unlucky Luca. I saw you pit though, didn't you, Verstappen? So that's where some of your pace will have come from, but admittedly not all. Alright, we'll get rid then. Two laps of fresh tyres, yeah.
We love you.
Thank you, Zach.
Thank you for an awesome year.
The first decent race in God knows how long. Time are we? 10 past 10. So what have you got after this? Vegas. We'll do Vegas, then we'll do our full wet Monaco. And we'll call it a night, I think. Do people think we should do the full wet Monaco on an invite-only basis? Full wet sim damage, no ghosting. We don't have that option for Verstappen. Okay, well, after Vegas then, I'll close this lobby and create a new one. Let me know if and when you want an invite. Mumnif, that's Moo, isn't it? If you want in on that, you're more than welcome. The idea is it's full wet Monaco, sim damage, no ghosting. Not now, after Vegas, Verstappen. Yeah, full wet Monaco, sim damage, no ghosting. But the idea is to finish the race. It's not a demolition derby. Probably none if it's you, Josh. Chewy, you'd be more than welcome in the full wet Monaco as well. Who else we got? Winscoated. Luca. Yeah, so we should have 5 or 6 of us, which is it's a nice number for that full wet race. Understood, Chewy. Thanks for sticking around. You're always more than welcome, and I'll see you on Monday, if not before. I might try and do an F1 stream Sunday afternoon, but I did say that last weekend. No, because part of the point of Monaco is that if there's an accident, then chances are you'll end up in it, which is why it's such a challenge. What, at Vegas? That shouldn't be too hard, I'm sure. The lobby will get reset after Vegas. I wouldn't worry about it. I guess you've got that kind of face, Verstappen. Come on then, let's do Vegas, which I think is that one. Yes, it is. Oh yeah, that's definitely not true, Verstappen. I think people see TTV on my name and think, "Ooh, let's crash into the streamer." Yeah, if they want me to win, they're not doing a very good job at it, are they? Given that I'm only 4 points ahead of you, having done probably 5 or 6 more races. Is that a thing? Right, let's have a look at what the wings are like. Jesus. All right, let's do this. We're starting P7. Stappen in P5. Yep, it's up the arse already. By Ayrton Senna, I think, yeah. How am I P5? Oh, that's not going to last long. Look at these two. Oh, shit. Keep screwing up that chicane. Who's going to run out of battery first? Me, I think. Oh. Thank you for the raid. Bear me a second while I read who it was. Lots of snacks. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you for the raid. Much appreciated. We're just doing an F1 race in Vegas. How was your stream playing Balatro? 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 How do you say that?
it's all over. It is now.
Finally got that chicane right on the final lap. Oh, and jumped 2 people on the line as well. P7. 1 place behind Verstappen. He won't be pleased about that. Yeah, welcome in, Raiders. For those of you who don't know me, I'm AD. It was a lot of fun. Didn't get to beat the hardest stake today on one of the decks, but still a good time. Excellent. Some guy sent it on you and pushed you in the wall. Yeah. Josh got disqualified. It's a shame. I was having quite a nice battle with him for a little while. Oh, unlucky Verstappen. I enjoyed that race. I had quite a good, decent race, apart from screwing up the chicane. The last chicane almost every lap. I am awesome, Zach. You're absolutely right. Okay, so we'll see what the state of the championship is. You're more than welcome. This will be our last race, though, unfortunately, Otter Snacks, but it is a good one. It's full wet Monaco with sim damage and no ghosting. It'll be a closed lobby because it's carnage. We want drivers we can trust in the lobby with us. So those of you who have been driving with me, let me know in the chat if you want an invite. If you're not already friends with me on EA, add me now. Otherwise I can't invite you. Excellent, Luca. So let's see the final points table. It's a real challenge, this race around Monaco. Sim damage means that if someone spins out in front of you and you collect them, chances are you're out of the race as well. It's very hard to make it to the end of the race. So is Momnif still here? Momnif, I'm going to send you a friend request so that you can join this race. Please respond to it quickly if you can. So I finished P4, 1 point ahead of Verstappen. He's going to love that. I'm going to screenshot that. I'm not. That was a good race. I enjoyed that one. For once, it wasn't carnage. Yeah, but if we go on average points per race, Verstappen, you outscored me handsomely. So absolutely, I've got to take all I can get. It's rare for me to score points in these open lobbies because I just get hammered from pillar to post most of the time. So I'm going to close this lobby after I send a friend request to Momnif. I will then create an immediately new lobby. No worries, Josh. You can join in Monaco if you want. Full wet, sim damage, no ghosting. Last time I did this, it put us in the wrong car, so I will double check that. Monaco. Very short, random grid. Very wet. Strict corner cutting. Sim damage reduced. Sim reduced. I don't think so. Collisions are on. Offer griefing is disabled. Okay, let's save that and see if the game can manage it. Right, grab me car and let's see who needs an invite. Generally, Otter Snacks, yes. So I've sent Verstappen, Luca. I don't see you online, Josh, sorry. Are we not friends, or are you just not talking to me? If you can get somebody else to invite you. Why are you confused, Verstappen? Not a lot I can do about that. There you go, Josh. Anybody else want in? I'm guessing Momnif hasn't responded. I don't know what I can do, Verstappen. All right, hold on. Good stuff. So we got 5-lap race. Well, fair enough. Anybody else want an invite? Let's see who's online. Let's invite Downsy. I thought I saw Rocket as well, yeah. Oh, well, as long as you're in. Okay. Speak now or forever hold your pieces. Anybody else want an invite? If not, we will go with the 4 of us. As I say, full wet Monaco, sim damage, no ghosting. Yeah, I'm on EA as well, Verstappen, so well, I do get invites in game as well. Anyway. All right, well, let's ready up. If anybody shouts that they want an invite, I can do it quickly. Possibly, yeah. Have it on a second monitor if you've got more than one, Verstappen. It's possible, but you wouldn't expect it to. But hey, this is EA we're talking about. Anything could be true. What does that make me, Verstappen? I've got 3 monitors. I guess it's all that Twitch income. I suppose that's the difference. Yes, I wish. I do work on my PC all day, every day, though. I say every day, 5 days a week. And play on it most of the other 2, so... Right, good luck, everybody. I'm starting last. Excellent. Although that does mean if P1 crashes up the hill, then chances are I'll get collected by it. Who is P1? It's a Ferrari. Oh, I've already done start, so I can't check. Josh in P1. Not anymore. Wheel spinning 5th gear, Jesus. I don't have a wet setup for Monaco yet either. Verstappen got himself a drive-through for a jump start. Oh, shit.
Right, let's have you in at the end of this lap, please.
Well, that let go quickly. Josh on a 10-second penalty already. Oh, shit. No boost in the wet. Guess that makes sense. Oh, shit. What's it? Time for an ad break. Apologies. What, for not doing your drive-through? Well, that'll teach you. Josh retired. See if I catch Luca. He's only 38 seconds ahead with the fastest lap. just started his final lap. Uh-oh. Top of the wall. It's all expected at Monaco. The only one with no penalties so far. Edit the end. Thanks everyone. So Lucas' best lap of 130.6, mine a 133.0. That's not too bad for me. 2.5 seconds again. Usually I'm miles slower than everybody else in the wet. Well done, Luca. Who's third on the podium? Josh managed to get up on the podium somehow, despite not finishing. Oh well. Thank you everybody, that was fun. Not been a bad stream actually. I'll be back tomorrow evening playing through some more Hitman World of Assassination. So drop by if that is your bag. I'm enjoying it. It's a good old game, really having fun. Then chance I'll do Sunday, but failing that I'll be back on Monday evening for the STRL race in Brazil. And then that'll be it for the rest of that week until possibly Friday. I'm going away for a few days, back sometime in the afternoon on Friday. So depending on when I get back, depends on whether I will stream that evening or not. So yeah, once again, thank you all for your company. Take it easy. Enjoy the rest of your week. Half day Friday for me, so yay. I will see you tomorrow night, hopefully. Take it easy. Thanks everyone for your company. Bye for now.